Okay, so it's November 1st, Sunday, November 1st, here in Bali time. Monthly close will be in 1 hour and a half, and tomorrow will be the weekly close. So we are pointing up, trying to close above the 14K basically, or hopefully above this week. The candles close will be fine. So as I said yesterday, my friends, I bought around here in this area, both on margin and on spot. And hopefully we will close above here in 1 hour and a half or above there, and then some volatility will happen, and let's see where we go. If we don't close above this, I think we just have like a week up, clean these shorts here, liquidate the shorts here, and then down somewhere for some more consolidation or a bigger move down. If we close above, we can still have a week up, maybe to 14.2, 14.3, and then be a fake out, and then we come down, which is quite possible, and it's what I'm seeing. But let's see, we will go to 17, 18K as well for a week and then come down. Or we just go to this fake out here on the 14.2, 14.K. Anyway, so this is the Coinbase BTC Euro. So I got my stop loss here below the swing low on this area, just like 1% stop loss. I got the fill here like 11.8, something like that. It's not opening. Anyway, I got the fill at 11.8. We are in the 11.9. Still loading, so no problem. I have a few buys waiting here to manually then just put the stop loss when we reach them. And I did just a small order here on Bybit. So I have a long here exactly. It happened when I was sleeping, so I got the wick exactly where I wanted while I was sleeping here. I had the stop loss here, which this is the 1 hour, but the stop loss basically was below the 4 hours chart. And I got the entry, so basically I'm already with 70% on a 5x leverage. I didn't do like big leverage on this area. This is just for a scalp. Hopefully can go a bit higher, but my goal is to reach here basically, take profits here, but basically on this trend line that's going higher, that's my goal. And then I'm getting out of the trade. So this is just for scalping. And I'm already with 70% profits. And yeah, I can move now. So some people who doesn't know how to work with this, I can put now my stop loss here, really tight after the trade. So as you can see now, my stop loss is really here, so not even half a percent. And now I'm just taking profits, and I will decide, but I think we will go higher than this, but I can take profits here, here, and there, and I can put an order, like for instance, if I want to sell here, 14.100 for instance, 14,100 from 300, I can take profits 100. I put reduce only because if my stop loss is reached, which I don't do a new entry, I just close it, and so I put reduce only, and I don't add to a trade or do a short basically, open a short. So now I can do like sell short, reduce only, and it basically it's taking profits. So I have an order here for a week to take profits. I prefer below this area. We don't know where we go, so I take 30% over there, and then I will keep on taking until we reach higher levels. Okay, so back to the chart. This is what I'm doing. So I got the entry basically here, which is on the 4 hours, I think, the 12. No, actually the 4 hours didn't reach there. We still can come here, so to test this support. So I got this entry here on the 1 hour, but basically it was the support and resistance, so I got it on these weeks here. I decided this week wasn't tested. This one was already tested, that's why I didn't do it. So I was waiting on this week here, and then I got the follow-up to try to close the day above this area or above this area. So now I take out all the trend lines, just moving averages and supports and resistance, like when here, there's the big area which is here, we can come down here very easily and then back up, nose or any until here, or even until here, it's still bullish. So this is for us to keep the bullish momentum. And the bull market, this is the area that we didn't test to go up, and it wasn't tested. So if we have a big breakdown, this is where I see we are coming. But we can have bounces on this one, which wasn't tested as well, and it's alongside the 277. We have the 200s here. We also have this area which wasn't tested, but it's along a line with the 200 exponential, so many places, and we can still have this cluster here, which is this range from here, this, to the top there, and we can range, but let's see what we do. So many places to buy, stop loss below here, and for investors, even for traders, but for traders it's better to wait until the price confirms and the candle closes above the moving averages, and then buy only by then, and don't try to catch a falling knife. Just wait, be patient. Indicators are still pointing up. As you can see here, it's like below resistance, trying to do something like this, or something like this, and then push higher. And here it's pointing up, so we can do something like this and go to these higher levels, or something like this. This is the 4 hours, trying to close the month above. So now going to the months, most important, so we are above here, or trying to be above here, this candle. I think we are on, not yet, but we will be there when we close, hopefully. If we close like this, below, we will come down at least to test these areas of the moving averages, the 12, which hold it all the time here. As you can see, this is the 12 and this is the 20 and 21. The 12 needs to hold on the monthly, which is here. And now, and indicators are pointing up weekly. So weekly strong, trying to close above this week, which is alongside this area of resistance here, and that week over there, that candle over there, basically the monthly close. So we are trying to close above this one, but the goal needs to be above this one. So I see this 14, this area here as resistance, 14.2, 14.3, and also this area here, and of course this one here on the 16K. This on the weekly, so all these are resistances, and then the big one, it's on the 19.8 more or less, which is along. This also works on the monthly chart. This is a week on the monthly chart, and this is the other week on the monthly chart. And on the weekly now we are trying to go from here at least to here, and then from here to here. All these are resistances on the weekly. Very easy to see. Just check the candles where we are on the chart, check the indicators, buy on support, and be patient now, because now it's volatility time, and support now, which wasn't tested, it's also on the 12 moving average, and this area also wasn't tested, so it's the 21 and the 20 are all good buy opportunities for investors and traders with a stop loss below this area. Of course, if we come down here, there's a big chance we come down to this area, test the 50 and this area which wasn't tested, and then consolidate and start to go up again. But if we close the weekly with weekly closes below this area, then starts to get very tricky, especially if we close below all this area here, which is the big support and resistance. We already tested to go up here, which is this week, this week, this week, all this cluster here, these candles close. So this was always resistance. We broke up, confirmed, move higher. So if we have weekly closes below this area here, which is a 10.6 more or less, 10.5, 10.5, 10.6, weekly closes below can be very tricky, and then we can come down big time. But if we just have a weekend closes above this area, it's bullish, and you can put a stop loss below that, the wick that was formed. Okay, so many options. If we break big time after a big week up and then start to break down, and if we start closing below this support, the market starts to go bearish, and then I see this area to buy, which is here, but it's more easy on the monthly, and this area here to buy, and yeah, so it's all about checking where we stop on the chart and see wicks pushing the price up, and then maybe a retest like here to go higher. So you don't need to catch the wick like here. You just see where it closes, and then try to see if there's a retest down with a stop loss below here, and this is how you invest, and you leave orders here. This week here was very easy as well. Basically was that week over there, which here on this candle, on the weekly candle, if you go to the 15 minutes, there's some weeks like this, so that the price came to test it. It was very simple by then as well. And yeah, so that's it. This is where we are now. All this moving average until the 200s are buying opportunities for a bull market. Bear market might start with candles below this area here, and then a really bear market will start when we close below the 200s. Until now we never closed below the 200s. Here, here. So this is another buying opportunity if we have a big breakdown. Even if we come to test lower areas, some people might buy here for investment, or even below, but other people just can buy when the candles close above here and wait for it to go higher. So there's many ways to invest and trade, and I think that's it. I won't speak now about the other coins. Let me just check Ethereum. I'm just putting the 1 hour just to see where we are now. Yeah, still trying to push. Still 1 hour and 10 minutes to go, so it seems like we will close above here. At least seems like 1 hour test on the 20 and the 21 here. So it's been quite easy all the time when we move higher. On bull markets, the dips are easy to buy until we start to come down big time. So it's all about risk management and take profits. Okay, Ethereum. So Ethereum still looking bad. It's trying to come here to make maybe a double top, but Bitcoin, if he has like a big week, we can have a week and then push down. So it's still grinding, but we are below the 200 exponential. Now this is resistance. We are facing risk. Let's see if we close the day above here, but we need to close above these candles here, this area here, which is 333. If we get a candle close above 333, maybe you can have another one. At least push here or close above here and then push higher. Indicators are kind of neutral, but doesn't look so good Ethereum. We might even come just here and then back down. If we go to the daily, so it's just very bad, but now it's trying to hold above this area. So to try to come here or here. This will be the stop loss. This could have been the entry on the 20 and the 21, so it was a buying opportunity. But many rejections here. Let's see if he has enough strength to push higher. Doesn't look like. So, but we are already above this area, so this will be good. It's a buying opportunity with a stop loss below there. Let's try to push higher, and it's still possible because we are above this area, but still doing lower highs. But we are trying to make a bullish engulfing compared with this one, so we can still have wicks up. Okay, so this is it. S&P just for a quick. We have some. Seems like we want to come down on the weekly. Basically, the weekly closed below the 21 and the 20, so this is bearish. Let's see if the week now opens trying to go up on the monthly. So still bearish, 12 and the 21s here, so the price will come here. These are acting as some magnets, and the price will come at least to the 12 or the 21 to try to keep the bullish momentum, do a higher low here and then push higher. If we lose this one here, with the monthly close below, or even on the 12, but especially here, we will come down. Although there's this candle support here, but start to look bearish on the moving averages, and we have many areas to buy until a big crash, if it happens on the 200s. We hold the 100s on the monthly, mathematically, and went up, but I think we are just doing this and try to push higher. Last case here, but we will see. So basically, just buy above supports on the moving averages. Okay, so the week will open tomorrow, so looks bearish at least. Seems like we want to come at least to these ones. Alright, so back to Bitcoin. Not 4 hours. So this is what we are doing. And the monthly close. Seems like we want to touch here, but although we already confirmed here, that's why maybe we don't touch these two. If we come down big time, we will come down to the other areas. So this needs to hold now to close above here. So still 1 hour and 5 minutes to go. Let's see what happens.